Welcome back, nerds, to week 9 plus 10 of my film marathon. And we're going to get right into it by starting off the week with Enola Holmes, watching on my computer.
I know it's an unusual name, but my mother is rather a fan of word games. And Enola spelled backwards reads, well, alone. Now, where might I find a lodging house? I'll pay handsomely for good value.
And just as we moulded them...
You're not rid of me yet, Viscount Tewkesbury Marquess of Basilweather.
What's 9 plus 10? 21? Only the people my generation and older will get that. The younger generation, I fear, may not know that meme. Welcome back to week number 21. We started off by watching Enola Holmes. I love Enola Holmes because it takes the idea, the world of Sherlock Holmes. Not only is it a brilliant new way of telling the story, but it's such a twist on the Sherlock formula. We so used to following Sherlock and Watson. We know the story 10 times over, but having a Sherlock story that follows not Sherlock himself, but his sister, now that is brilliant. Not only is the casting fantastic, but so is the story, and so is the way they adapted the story of Sherlock Holmes. I love the relationships between the characters, and especially Enola Holmes and her two brothers. Obviously, you got the one brother, right stick up his ass, but then you got Sherlock, who is a bit more carefree and lenient with his sister, and is a lot nicer. And another part of this film is how Sherlock Holmes is well known for his investigation work, and he is well regarded and has a lot of respect put in his direction, while Enola Holmes, she does the same thing in this film, but she has to work a lot harder. She has to earn that respect that her brother Sherlock Holmes has. She has to actually put effort in to even remotely trying to get the attention and the respect her brother gets, not just his younger sibling, but also that she's a woman. And it's a way of the film saying the way in which women sometimes have to work harder than men just for the same treatment. So the message behind the film is powerful as well. Really enjoyed it. It's fantastic telling, so I'm going to give her an 8.5 out of 10 because I really enjoyed myself. From the first Enola Holmes on to the second. Oh, no, that's the first again. Whoops.
Tewkesbury kiss?
Well, that was Sherlock Holmes.
That was
Sherlock Holmes, wasn't it?
I assure you, it was mine.
Get away with your boy.
Sherlock?
Enola.
And get a haircut. It's a mess.
Please, do come in, Mr.
Doctor. Watson. John Watson.
Enola Holmes 2. I could say a lot of the same things that I did about the first one for this one. It was just as good. It was really, really good. And this film really just expands on a lot of what the first one perfectly set up. A lot of the relationships, we get to see more Sherlock and Enola together as brother and sister detective. And a lot of her relationship with her boyfriend as well. And unlike the first one, her boyfriend now is the prince, I think he was. I watched this a few months ago, but I think he's the prince. And this film follows a lot of the class and how Enola Holmes isn't as classy as her boyfriend. And there's a lot of things to do with the lower and upper classes in this film. That's what the main case is about. And you got the women working in that factory getting poisoned by the pollution and the chemicals. And it's really raising an awareness to that. And also, this film is about how women have to work harder sometimes just to earn the same level of respect, because again, a lot in this film as well, now that Enola has actually built herself up and has started her own private investigation agency type deal, then no one really takes her as serious as they would take Sherlock Holmes serious, because she is a woman and she is younger than Sherlock Holmes. So it's not just the fact that she's a woman that may hinder her ability to be respected like her brother, but that is the main part of the role it plays. And again, he does it perfectly in portraying it, and Enola Holmes is just a badass. So I'm going to give her an 8.5 out of 10 again, just because these two films are really, really good.
so I'm getting paid. I can fix this. How many are down? Maybe 10,000? Oh, Jesus. Okay. 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 We are calling it iPhone. There's 4 smartphones, right? Motorola Q, BlackBerry.
Ring ring, hello? I watched BlackBerry. That was so rubbish. I really enjoyed BlackBerry. Well, I enjoyed BlackBerry. And I thought it was really interesting because I am a big, like we established last episode, I am terrible with history. But when it comes to technology history, internet history, I am on it. It really fascinates me. And seeing the story of how phones became to be, well, mobile phones came to be, and how back in the late 1990s and early 2000s, there was that race, there was the competition to get the best mobile phone out there, and BlackBerry was on top at the very start. They were the big dogs back in the day, and I adored seeing that in the film. I loved seeing that story, the untold legend in the history of phones and technology, the BlackBerry and the people behind it. I thought it was fantastic. I loved it a bit, watching and learning that history and seeing how it went down, and then obviously the downfall, and which led into the takeover of the iPhone and Apple. I thought it was a brilliant way in telling that story, and it did it really well. The characters were adapted really well into the film. So I'm going to give her 7 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. It's not meant to be cinematic, it's meant to be a film that tells you what happened.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you pull this one off, I'll let you keep the car.
Will? No.
Maybe their parents don't love them. I don't know. Let's go.
Alex, you can't leave so soon. The party's just getting started.
You can get online with that thing? Yeah, but Mom and Dad said no internet. You mean Mr. and Mrs. Baker?
Back in Action is a fun family action film. I thought it was fun, it was quirky, it had a good story to it. I liked the way the story played out, and it was interesting, and it was funny at times. It had a good story to it. It had a somewhat engaging story. You follow it, it was fun. And the way in which the characters developed in the story and how it played out, I like that. It's an action film more targeted to children, so it's not too complicated. But you can sit down, and it's a nice action film just to check on if you want to sit down, have a laugh at some of the jokes and whatnot. It had good characters, it had a good story, it had decent storytelling. It was alright, so I'm going to give her a 5 out of 10. Want to know what hurts more than spending hundreds of pounds on FNAF plushies? Love. No, what do they do to Kerry Barn?
Someone's got a secret admirer. Who's it from? Mark, are you alright?
What in the hell?
Sean Austin.
Marvin, you here?
Bob Newby.
So same team?
Love hurts. Not that I would know, but lack of love hurts. Okay. Kerry Kwan, I watched this. He's in the film, and it was a bonkers film, absolute bonkers. It starts off as like a normal love film. Hair in my face. A normal like love film, whatnot. It starts out in the office, and Kerry Kwan's character runs into his love interest, and kind of falls in love a little bit with her, and we can see he has feelings for her, and goes about as normal. Then out of nowhere, boom, we're into fighting, we're into action, we're into this, what we think is a normal guy. We get shown that he has some bonkers past in some sort of shady business, and it all comes back to bite him. And it's bonkers, the film's really bonkers, it's really, I feel like when you watch it, you get lulled into a false sense of chill romance film, and then boom, that hurt my hand, ow. And then boom, all action, slap in the face, like, whoa, you thought the film was like this? No, it's like this. Yeah, crazy stuff going down. It had funny scenes, the characters were funny, they had good development, the relationships between them, and how the story paced out and went. I thought it was right. I feel like they could have paced it a bit better and explained it a bit better what was happening, because it was quite fast paced and to keep up with, like, especially when you load into that false sense of a relaxing romance film. But yeah, it was. I enjoyed it nonetheless, so I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Don't blink once, but blink twice, because we are watching Blink Twice. Oh, bloody advert!
He's actually my therapist.
Oh, he needs one. I'm just kidding. Very nice to meet you.
Please, Tyson, I'm in danger.
Well, maybe not able to answer that one, right?
Greetings, excellent people.
Good morning, young blood.
Parsley.
You all right?
Hi, Pace. Oh, dude, your eye. What? Oh, no, I know, right?
What are we gonna do about you? What are we gonna do?
Now, Blink Twice is a really twisted, sadistic, really messed up film. And I say that not in like the way the film is, but the main character gets coaxed onto an island with a bunch of other women, and the island's run by men. Channing Tatum, he plays the main guy who runs the island. And let's just say he starts off normally, they all party for days, but then things start to take a dire and serious turn when the women start to, first off, disappear, but also start to remember things that they didn't remember. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but the men do some pretty bad things to these women. It gets covered up through drugs and whatnot. It's really messed up, and the main cast of men are really, really just awful and sick in the head, and it's a film that you sit down and you're like, God, what the heck? It's like the ultimate plot twist halfway through, and it's like, geez, I did not see that coming. And then obviously then the plot twist at the end, I come again, and I did like that. It's like double plot twist in the film. It's really messed up, but in a good way, because the story's meant to be messed up from the perspective of the men. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 because I enjoyed it and I did like the twists in the film.
Welcome back to the film review. And I'm choosing today this a Rockstar Freddy takeover. I'm watching Kraven the Hunter.
Bring the power of the earth.
That's a lion in it. Look at all those balls. Or are they buffaloes?
Sorry.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Nice perfume, by the way.
Thanks, but I'm not actually wearing any.
She was gonna find out soon enough.
Kraven the Hunter. Now, let's get into this because it's another miss. Kraven the Hunter is another superhero, or well, villain origin story. But it wasn't done well. He missed the mark, which is ironic because Kraven wouldn't miss the mark, in comic Kraven at least. Because I want to say, first of all, the casting in the film was good. Aaron Taylor Johnson was a good Kraven. It's just a shame that the writing behind the film and the editing and everything else wasn't there. It was another origin film. At this point in the modern day, we know. We don't need another origin film. Even if you don't know, you don't really need it. Just give us the character and give us a story. We don't need to see him. We don't need to see Peter Parker get bit by a spider. We don't need to see Batman's parents die. We don't need to see Superman come in from Krypton. And we don't need to see Bruce Banner being injected with a bunch of radiation. We are through with the age of origin stories. So the fact this film, yet again, tells us that origin story, and not even in a good way. Now, I was really excited for Kraven because he's such a good character in the comics. But yeah, they just missed the mark. They didn't do it well, and they didn't adapt Kraven very well either. Which was really disappointing, because again, I was looking forward to it. But unfortunately, just the storytelling wasn't overly good. The characters weren't fantastic. They just missed so many marks on this film. It was a shame. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10.
Hey guys, it's me, Puppet, and I'm here for the film review, and we were watching The Never-Ending Story.
Hey, it's the weirdo. Hey, weirdo. Got any cash for us today?
Is he gonna take the challenge? Will he do it?
When do I begin?
Yes, he does it.
Atreyu. And you're on a
I
quest.
love Falcor. He's my favorite.
Unconscious.
The ivory tower!
Hearing me ramble about these films is like a never-ending story because I watched Never-Ending Story and I thought that was quite a funny opener, but here I am rambling like a never-ending story because I don't know. But it was a good film and I really loved the meaning behind the film. Now the film, if we follow this kid who likes to read and he's given a book and he's reading it and we are transported into this world with all these characters and this guy who needs to save his world and the princess, and we follow that magic fictional world of story through the eyes of the main boy, the main protagonist, as he's reading the book. But then the twist comes in which the boy is the one that shapes the story, because it's not about reading the book, it's about how his mind and his interpretation of the story would change and transport him into the world of the book. And I thought that was really good because it symbolizes that although a story is told, it's our creativity as viewers that also mold that same story, and we create the story, and because humans are creative, especially children, and that's what this was emphasizing, childhood creativity. I really enjoyed it, and I love how he's reading it, and his imagination is what molds the story. And it's a beautiful film about being creative and shaping your own stories. Really enjoyed it. The characters were good and everything, and it all fit into place, and I had a beautiful ending as well. And all this film can ask for is a 7.5 out of 10, because I thought it was really good. Really good. And there you have it, folk. That's the end of week number 9 plus 10. How many times am I going to make that joke in this episode? So I'll see you all next week for the next episode, and it's no funny number that time, so yeah, I'll see you then. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Keep being awesome.